Oh, here we go. This is going to be an absolute bloodbath. Trilogy 0-2, really looking for a win. They got to get back on track. And 3's company is be coming up next. But take a look at the results. Bivouac, triplets, Ghost Ballers, handling business, Tri-State and enemies. Now we lead to this one. Trilogy versus 3's company, and I'm Brian Scalabrine alongside the Hall of Famer Nancy Lieberman. And Nancy, I mean, are you shocked that Trilogy could be 0-2 with a team like that?
It's very surprising because they are such an amazing team, a two-time championship team with Stack three-time in this league. So, you know, you have to give them a chance to show this game is important because, you know, 3's company is really good. If you go 0-3, you're in serious trouble of not even making the playoffs. The fight will be real.
Yeah, I agree. Let's take a look real quick at what's going on. See it right there. 6-2, 6-2, 5-3. Now 0-2 to start. They didn't start well in 2023, but they bounced back. But it's going to be really interesting to see how they play. And I think it all is led by Isaiah Briscoe.
Well, he's a one-time champion, and he's very physical. He can shoot the ball. He just knows how to play. And he's really the head of the snake on this team. He's physical on offense, he's physical on defense, and he's a competitor.
No question about it. On the other side, you got 3's company, and they're led by Michael Beasley, one of the smoothest scorers that we have in this league.
Yeah, he's talented. He can do anything he wants on the court when he gets to his spots. This is a guy who the NBA, you know, he dominated players when he was there. He's averaging, as you see, 18.5 points, third in the league this year. And he can go inside, he can go outside. You know, he has a counter move to whatever you have.
All right, take a look. There's Michael Cooper.
I appreciate it.
New Hall of Fame Michael Cooper, getting respect for that defense. Some of the best defense back in the 80s.
Mike's going to have the ball. Reggie, you're going to be here. Rio.
And there's Steven Jackson getting this group ready. Steven Jackson missed week 1. I thought he did a really good job in week 2, but they just got off to such a bad start in week 2. Take a look at the roster. Earl Clark, former Defensive Player of the Year. Caddy Lillane, Roscoe Smith, James White. White, been here since day 1. Mario Chalmers, Reggie Evans, Michael Beasley, Nasir Kaur. If you don't know him, you will, because he's a good player. And Sean Williams in the paint. Rules of the Big 3, games are to 50, halftime is at 25, no shot clocks, but I mean there is a shot clock, 14 seconds. Free throws are 1 shot for the value of where you're fouled, a 2, 3, or a 4. There's a 4-point shot, and you just gotta have your foot in the circle at some point. And at the end, bring the fire. You hit that fire button, you want to challenge a play, 2 players will duke it out playing one-on-one for that.
Yeah, the rules that Ice Cube has, you know, created for this is it's so much fun, and people, you know, NBA players, WNBA players talk to me about it because they like everything, the innovation.
Yeah, one thing about the Big 3, you can't hide either way, offensively, defensively. You got to be able to guard your yard, and you got to be able to put that ball in the hole. And we got some today. I mean, this is going to be a good matchup. You have the Beasley versus Earl Clark. I think Earl Clark, I think the world of him defensively. Then you have the Chalmers versus the Briscoe, and Reggie Evans and Flight White, some original guys that have been in this league from day 1.
So they start off with a play called touch, which is just no dribble, pass, get it back, and then find, you know, Beasley for that shot.
Here's Clark, that hesitation pull-up, in and out. Beasley clears it. Hustle by Clark. Over to Briscoe, inside, and it's good news for Trilogy for Briscoe to get an easy one.
Yeah, it's just nice to see there's veterans on the floor. James White, he's an assistant coach with Chris Finch with the Minnesota Timberwolves. So some of these guys that, you know, started out here 5-6 years ago, now they're coaching in the NBA, and they're staying in great shape.
Beasley with a step back, it's up. That is tough money.
Hey, I don't know what it is with lefties, but they golf beautifully, they bowl beautifully, and they shoot beautifully.
Yeah, that was a nice shot. There's Clark looking to get downhill. Briscoe taking his time, a little hezzy, step back. The shot's got to drop for him.
Yeah, he just brings so much to this team in the offseason. He plays over in Europe. You know, these guys, it's not like they wait 9 months to come back and play or 8 months. They're getting in shape and staying in shape.
There's Chalmers. Comes off, pulls up. He's short with it. Good hustle. Ball is found by Reggie Evans, who lays it up.
Yeah, that's the physicality of the league. You can get your arm chopped off, and sometimes there's no call.
There's Clark. And then there's fouls like that.
Yeah, now Chalmers got that foul, which I thought was, you know, ticky-tack, and on the one before, he came down with the tomahawk chop, and you don't call that. So, you know, that's the consistency that players are looking for.
And I think that's what he's saying, the same thing. Like, I think all the players just want consistency.
Yeah, and you know, different crews call things different ways.
Clark knocks down the free throw for 2 points. 6-4, Trilogy. I like the edge right now that Trilogy is playing with. They understand that you cannot in this league go down 3-0. And then there's a point in the league where you start eliminating teams. They just stop traveling, and everyone wants to, you know, keep that hope alive of making the playoffs.
And I think that's smart. You know, you know, as the league grows and you understand, you know, how to make this thing even better. After 6 weeks, if you're, you know, 1-4, 1-5, you're not making the playoffs. So why should League One have the expense?
Yep.
And if you're not going to be able to contend.
There's Clark for 3. It's off. Chalmers clears it. Looking for Beasley, wide open, takes it inside. Got soft hands on the glass.
Yeah, he sure does. And again, I want to say to Baltimore, thank you for showing out and just being a great part of this day. You know, there's 6 games.
Yeah, it's a lot. Exactly.
People stay for all of them.
Some people do. Yeah. So we had 10,400 people that came and supported, and it was sold out in the lower bowl. And, you know, over the course of, 6 hours, even though I would have tried to stay for this matchup, because I just think this matchup is going to be a great matchup.
Guys, you talk about the fans in-house, but we now have just hit 2 million on X.
Nice.
Another big milestone.
Hey, that's not a surprise.
Fans are showing up around the world.
Rachel, how did you rank that shout-out to the chat from Carmelo Anthony? Wasn't that just spot on?
Oh, it was crazy.
Yeah.
I feel like we should hire him to do more of those.
Yeah,
that was better than I could have ever done.
Wait, Rach, we're trying to get him to buy a team. Okay, we're not trying to pay him.
All right, fine.
We want him to buy a team and put it in Baltimore. You're messing up with the business model.
GM Carmelo has a nice ring to it. I'll just say
Owner.
that. Owner, okay. Owner, GM, coach.
Yeah, does it all.
Player, coach.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll take it all.
Yeah.
You can see right now, Trilogy is playing really hard. They're coming with their physicality, and they're going to try to see, is it going to be matched? And I appreciate Carmelo shaking his head in agreement with us.
I mean, if you're Carmelo Anthony, you want Earl Clark on your team, right? Got a guy that can shoot it, got a guy that could defend at a high level.
So what are you saying? He's scouting? He's scouting for
if that's what I would
players?
be doing, right?
You know what's going to happen if
He's going to
Carmelo,
get Baltimore guys.
if he
DMB.
buys a team, he's first of all, he's going to call Kevin Durant and say, KD, what are you doing? For 10 weeks this summer.
Exactly.
Okay. He's going to probably call, some of his other buddies and say, look, hey, Chris Paul, what are you going to do? Are you going to play another year? We could use you out here. It's called relationships.
Yeah, for sure.
And he has them all.
That's how it goes.
He's done so well in retirement, his investments and endorsements. He's really phenomenal. And he'll be a Hall of Famer.
Chalmers keeping the dribble alive inside Reggie Evans. He's only got 2 on the clock. He's got to go quick. They're going to say shot clock violation. This is what I'm going to expect. With Trilogy needing the win and 3's company, they're just a really grimy team. This is everything that's going to be hard today. Every bucket you get is going to be tough.
Well, yeah, I mean, they're big, they're strong. Reggie Evans, are you kidding me? You know, he's one of the top rebounders in the history of this league. Yeah, Reggie, actually, Reggie is the all-time leading rebounder in the Big Three.
Nice block by Sean Williams, and Reggie Evans cleans it up.
Sean Williams played for me. That guy is long, he's lanky, he's a great defender, he's just a solid teammate, and you could see what he did on that particular play.
Yeah, blocking shots in this league is so valuable. It turns into 2 points.
Oh, yeah.
It's automatic. Ooh, Chalmers for 4. Short. Another rebound, Reggie. Fresh shot clock. Comes off that ball screen. Looking inside. 5 on the clock. Good swipe by Flight White. Chalmers short.
Yeah, James White is still quick hands, knows how to play.
Chalmers takes his time. Short with it. They're a menace on the glass, 3's company is.
Yeah, you can see Sean Williams, he tracks down these. And then he creates his own offense off of just really fantastic hustle plays.
Yeah, just like that, 3's company on a little bit of a run here. It's really starting with their defense. Briscoe pulls up. Short with it again. Chalmers, step back, goes up with it. Good rebound, Clark. Clark for 3 in the corner. They're going to get a foul. He'll shoot 1 for 3 points.
Those are the things that just drive you nuts. The fact that you're fouling somebody from 3. All you have to do is just contest that shot. I know Sean is, you know, it's one thing to do it and know you did it. You don't need people just coming after you like me.
But yeah, it's understanding momentum. Right now, 3's company has all the momentum in the world. That miss can lead to something else. Yeah, fouls are big in this league, and this is not an easy shot.
You know what? If I would never bring the fire on a 3-point, you know, foul like that, because the chances of them actually making the shot, I'll hedge my bet on that. That's house money.
It looks like it's easy until you get fouled shooting a 3, and you're there. You're like, wait a minute, this is tough, and that's a foul. Briscoe will get 1 at the line.
Yeah, Briscoe's so good at getting into your body. He feels where the pressure's coming from, and then he spins opposite, and he gets low, and he's powerful.
I have a lot of the kids that I work with watch the Big 3 for that reason. There's a lot of guys that play in straight lines here, and it's a great way to teach the game. When you go, you got to go. You got to put that shoulder into a guy's chest. You got to own that space, and it's all across this league where guys play in those straight lines. It's fun to watch.
Well, this is how the game is, whether it's in the NBA or not. It's not 5-on-5. It's 3-on-3 on one side and 2-on-2 on the other side, and you're trying to be able to get that.
Oh, he almost made that. Here's Briscoe. Nice pass. Oh, turnover. Core kicks it out. Chalmers going to get 1 to fall. Short again. Chalmers with the layup. Good seal by Williams.
Yeah, this is a pretty explosive team right here with Nazir Kaur. He came through the combine. So you can come by the combine and show people, you know, people had sent me film on him. He's good. He's a YouTuber, you know, ball is life. He's shifty, he's strong, and he plays defense.
Yeah, he's been impressive. How is it? He's a YouTuber. Let's hear what Steven Jackson has to say in the huddle, or what's going on in the Trilogy huddle.
Yeah, pick our energy up. Hey, don't wait to guard him when the ball in the air. The big man. Whoever posts up, get around him early. Huh? Yeah. That was good, D. Good, D. That was good, D.
And to me, this is a disciplined huddle right here.
We can't give up the easy layups and shit. You know what I'm saying?
I forgot to tell y'all, when Mario was coach, flopping every time. Yeah, every time. Every time he gonna either pull the chair, he gonna pull the chair, or he gonna flop. Take your time. Take your time walking.
And that's really good energy right there by James White saying, hey, this is what Chalmers is going to do. He's going to have his arm on you. He's going to pull the chair. He's going to try to, get charges. But clearly, Steven Jackson is in control of his huddle because of the respect of the players allowing him to coach.
Yeah, he does a great job, and usually right at halftime, here's how we're going to identify how to win this game. Here's what we're going to go after. And in make or miss, it doesn't matter. He's doing that.
But it's a player's game, and he has a game plan. Coaches coach, and then when you get on the court, it's about you.
So that's a nice rebound. Clark downhill, kicks it out. Roscoe Smith on the travel. Roscoe Smith did a good job of keeping that ball alive. I'm used to Isaiah Briscoe being so much more aggressive. It doesn't feel like he's hit his stride yet. There's Core.
He might not have, but look at the guys that are coming into the league. Like Nazir, he's strong. He's got that body like Briscoe.
Got it. So he used to be able to use his size and overpower people, but not anymore.
No, I mean, you look at the Marcus Fosters that have come into the league. You look at, Core that's in the league right here. Even Hezigod, right?
Big strong guys.
Yeah.
All right, they're going to challenge this. Like I said, this game was always going to be this way.
Oh, it's going to be mucked up. You said it from the beginning.
Yeah, this game was going to be, because I know Trilogy, and let's take a look at the replay here. Oh, I don't know, did that hit his leg? I don't think it did. Trilogy, when they need a win, they're going to do whatever it takes, and that's just the makeup of 3's company. So you have two desperate teams. Let's see. What do you see, Nancy?
I might have gone off of Clark, yeah. It's hard to see from that angle. This one will, yeah, it did, because it changed the angle.
Yeah.
It changed the angle.
So they got it right.
Yep. And Mario has quick, active hands. He plays really hard. I mean, say what you want about, if people are talking about you, it's because you play hard. And he plays physical. And he's a veteran.
Red leg to be blue ball out of bounds.
Michael Cooper. It took so long to get Michael Cooper, as you see the officials explaining to Steven Jackson, but he should have been in the Hall of Fame years ago. And for what he's done, he's got more rings. He's a winner. He goes in, enshrinement will be in October this year. And I'm so proud for him to have this honor.
Yeah, I thought when Ben Wallace got inducted, it opened the door for a lot of the tough, hard-nosed defensive players. Here's Core. Good shot, but short. Briscoe gets that rebound. Now, I'm expecting him to be aggressive here.
Well, he's looking at his matchup right here with Sean Williams. But that's what Sean Williams does. He is so long, and he gets up quick.
He sure
Still
does.
gets up quick.
And that was a tremendous amount of defensive discipline to stay down until the last minute.
And a good pass right there for Bees.
I didn't see the call. Blue ball. There's Michael Beasley on the wing. Core. Steps back. This is it. Good rebound, Clark. He's got to get going as well.
Yeah, that's a good matchup here. You mentioned before Core and Briscoe.
Another hustle play by Roscoe Smith.
Young legs.
Oh, what a play. Big offensive rebound, Smith.
And they needed that right there.
Sure did.
Because you're talking about the grind out type of basketball game.
Beasley on the matchup. Gets the switch. So smooth.
Yeah, he's so good at splitting the defense, and you know the great players keep their head up. They see what their options are, and it's usually not the guy guarding you. You know he's there. You're looking at the second level. What happens if this guy rotates over to me? And that is the difference between good players and great players.
Yeah, and that's not an easy thing to do when you're reading that secondary defender and figuring out how to split that defense. He did a great job with that. And knocked down the free throw. 18-13, 3's company. Here's Briscoe. Gets Beasley on him. They're giving him the shot. Keeps on taking it. Man, another hustle play by Smith. Ooh, but Reggie Evans comes up with it. Clears it to Core. Core to Beasley. 8 on the clock. Briscoe defending Beasley. So good going right.
Yeah, that's just, it's a mismatch. He just needed a little time to get his feet set and his angles. And all Briscoe could do was battle him down low because he wasn't going to win it at the top.
There's Clark going up. Oh, they call a foul on Reggie Evans. This might be a bring the fire candidate.
Yeah, I would bring the fire on this one.
That's what he's going to do. Cooper believes in Reggie Evans' defense. I like this bring the fire. But bring the fire, basically, they don't like to call. You can go one-on-one to determine it, just like in the schoolyard.
Yeah, I thought Clark was leaning back, and I'm not sure that Reggie hit him.
This is a tough matchup right here. You see it right there?
You can't step back.
Two players go one-on-one, it will count. Each team gets one challenge per half. No need to rush, you got 10 seconds to do it. Oh, slipped right out of his hands. He made a nice move as well. There's that straight line drive you like.
I really do, but you know, I'm looking at Reggie Evans. Anytime you can stop one of these guys, I mean, he had this big smile on his face, like, you know, everybody's watching me. Yeah, so this is good. Reggie's still smiling. He's great.
Reggie just high-fived Isaiah Briscoe. You take any high fives right now.
You know, and a lot of these guys, they also, you know, coach their kids' teams, which is really cool. Royce White, he's got his AAU team. They have games tonight at 7 o'clock. I think there's 8, 9 of his guys, his little son. And Royce Jr. was here at practice with us last night. Carmelo's kid, we saw him at the Hoop Hall when you were probably with Cooper on Flag. So many of these guys. Katino Mobley coaching his son. It's just, it's the best. Love having the kids in the locker room and in the gym.
Guys, we have some chatter in the chat right now about Trilogy losing Amir Johnson and also losing Hezi. Chat is saying that they wish that Trilogy would have taken Hezi back, and maybe that would have helped their team right now. They're sitting at 0-2 and struggling this game as well. So, what do you think?
Yeah, so what happened with that is the Hezi God decided, I'm not going to go to the Combine. I mean, he was Player of the Week last year for 1 week. So he was a pretty dominant player. Made the All-Star Rookie of the Year. He felt like he didn't have to go to the Combine. Nancy, what do you think about players who play well and then decide not to try and go to the Combine?
Well, you have to. It's the rules. You know, your captains, you have a captain and 2 co-captains. And if you don't win, if you win the championship, you get to keep your team. Or if you're in the finals, you get to keep your team. Everybody else has to throw their players back in the pool. It's the rule.
Hezi God went undrafted. They had a chance to take him. They went a different direction. Was that a mistake? I don't know if you could have Hezi God and Isaiah Briscoe. If you believe in Isaiah Briscoe, then that's where you go. By the way, technical foul on Steven Jackson.
And really, the only reason Hezi God came into the league was that Briscoe had to go play in Europe, I think in China maybe, and he had to leave. And so they picked Hezi God up, and Hezi God, he earned his right for his reputation.
This is already getting heated. It's 24-15, and I told you this was going to be a bloodbath. This is going to be hard fought to the end, and that's what we're seeing right now from Trilogy.
Yeah, I mean, these are very talented players, 3-time championship team in Trilogy, and Michael Cooper has his team playing really well.
Side to Beasley. Bucket gets you to half. There's that sweet spin and step. He's done that a million times, and that's halftime. Big first half for Beasley. Big first half for 3's company.
You know, the angles that Michael Beasley can shoot that shot as a lefty. He spun baseline. He was almost behind the backboard, and he comes back and shoots it.
He's got great footwork on that spin move.
Yes, he does.
All right, so we got the second half, and I'm telling you right now, the Trilogy is not going anywhere. It's going to be a battle to the end. If you guys want to watch it, stay with us. 26-15, we'll be right back. To Baltimore, and the camera's on Steven Jackson. Rachel, can you ask Steven Jackson why he's still here?
Scal, I'm a little worried to go over there. I actually was heading over to the bench to talk to him at halftime, but there's so much chatter. We've heard it on the court, but he was getting heated with the refs, telling them, I played basketball my whole life. You can't tell me how I need to play. It's getting heated. It seems like he was ejected. I saw the refs make the motion, like, get him out of here, but I've also heard that he's refusing to leave and he's going to stay here. I understand that things are heated. They are 0-2. This game is very important to them. I think that he knows that, so we'll see if he stays or goes.
Beasley is the best one-on-one scorer in this league, and he was pretty upset about last week and how they played, and right now you could just see he's just come back and he's so focused and disciplined. And let me say one more thing. Michael Beasley, I have a lot of respect for. He was the one that just went over to, to Stack and just kind of patted him on the back and kind of said, like, hey, I respect you, but, you got to go. And he does that a lot. He's, in my interactions with him, he's been really good about trying to settle people down.
So I don't know what they're going to do here, but it'll be interesting to see. So it's a technical foul, so Beasley will shoot one. I think 3's company will get the ball back. It's 26-15. That makes it 28-15.
Well, you can see Jeff Quantinence, the co-founder of the BIG3, is on the sideline with him. The security is there also, and at some point, and there's a lot of respect for Stack in this league. And at some point, I think cooler heads will prevail and say, look, come on, we got to get this thing moving along.
All right, let's see what Trilogy and see if they respond. Down big, 30-15. Got to go lane right into the game. And they just really, to be honest with you, there's a lot of things going on in this game, but they just can't make a shot.
No, and I didn't think that would be the first shot for Trilogy right there. And Steven Jackson, he made his point. He stayed. He shows his toughness and how much he cares about this team.
Beasley pulls up. No, rebound. Briscoe's got to get going if they're going to get back in this game. Good rebound with the lane. He goes up with it. Ooh, just a tough night for Trilogy.
Well, if he can come in and just give some energy right now, he doesn't get a lot of playing time, but he is 6'10". He's big, he's physical, UMass player, I might add. One man's tragedy, right, is another man's gold. And you get a chance to come in and play in this game and show your coach what you can do.
Mark rattles it home. And it's a big hole. In the BIG3, you can climb out of holes. You got to do it on the defensive end. It's not easy to do, but you can do it.
It happened to us in this game today against the Triplets. They shot the heck out of the basketball. They hit 9 threes. We struggled with defending them, and every time we made a run, it was just too far down.
Whoa. We gotta ask the chat what they think of that play. Take a look. So
Look,
we got 1, 2. Then he stopped.
He kept his foot down.
Then he said 1, 2.
He took one more extra step, the prima ballerina.
I love it. Elite footwork. Ooh, nice pass into the lane. That's gonna be an and one.
And Reggie, you know better than that. There was no way you were going to stop him, so why would you foul him? And look at Beasley right now. He's talking and he's in the ear of his teammates saying, "Come on, you got to play smart." That was emotional, the foul.
Yeah. One thing about the Big Three, you get 6 fouls and they make a free throw, they get the ball back. So it's you can't. That is a way that you can get back into the game.
Exactly. Take possessions away.
Oh, they got a foul? They do have a foul. I thought he just slipped and fell.
Got to get the Swiffers out there, clean up the court. I have Swiffers all over my house.
You do?
I do.
Yeah.
Keep one in my master.
Oh, they did call it out of bounds. Okay, I thought
US?
they called a foul. Okay, definitely out of bounds. There's the lane. Had that first 3. He's played well since that first shot. There's the fadeaway. Making shots. He's the guy putting it in the hole. Only down by 10.
Okay. Come in and, now you got James White coaching. And, for James to say, I'm going to stay out and sit because he started. And I'm going to put you in the game, so we got to have you knock down some shots for us.
Hey! With good defense.
Hey, you smoking, my nigga. You have to see that. I don't know what y'all on, bro. That's crazy.
Baseline out of bounds.
Yeah, that was good defense. He's come in, like Ebanks in the game before.
Mm-hmm.
You can come in here and you could just, make a name for yourself just because of how hard you play.
That's what they need to see. Isaiah Briscoe only down 8 right now. And they're going to have a little bit of a timeout. Talk this over, 3's company is. Leads down to 8. It was 30-15 to start the half. Good defense by Clark. That's what he does. Keeps active hands. 7 on the clock. Side out of bounds, 3's company.
Yeah, now you got to run something that's defining to the basket. You don't have time to, mess around on the outside.
Lane inside again. Nice pass by Briscoe.
It's those little things, right? Like the handoff. Why didn't you come over the top if you're Chalmers?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what, Reggie Evans is like. It was the handoff.
Chalmers up top. Michael Beasley going right, pulls up, soft touch. That guy can score it.
He gets by you, but then when he goes up, it's almost like slow motion, and it's so beautiful, his follow-through to the rim.
You talked about guys playing through contact. It seems like when he gets contact, it doesn't affect him. He can still get right through it, right through his motion.
He does. He's stronger than you think, and he just is slithery, if that's a word.
It is a word. The lane inside. Right over Beasley. The lane is playing.
He's playing lights out right now.
Yes,
He's doing such a great job. He's one of the only bigs right now, and besides Clark, but he loves to seal you when he's down low.
Beasley. Good defensive position by Clark. 5 on the clock. Beasley keeps going. Layup is off. Rebound, caddy to the lane. Out to Briscoe. Shot is up. Man, he is struggling. Lane comes over. Oh, what a block!
Wow! What an effort!
Lane sticks it. This guy is balling. He has changed the entire complexion of this game.
Absolutely.
Trilogy down 4.
Look at this. Sean Williams going up, but Lane came from the opposite side. Talk about making your teammates just feel your energy.
Here's Core on the lane, little hesitation. The lane with the defense, gets the rebound, out to Clark. Briscoe steps back, short with it. Beasley attacking, runs into his own man. Yeah. Oh, I'm not sure about that call. That's a foul on Caddy Lane. They missed it.
Yeah, I mean, I think the fact that Lane was guarding Sean Williams. Look at it right here. Sean ran right into him. You gotta see what's happening and go opposite.
Lane with a fadeaway. He is lights out right now.
He's player of the game right now.
Can we say MVP?
Yes.
I mean, man, Trilogy down 2.
Wait, first they get Hezigod, then they get Lane.
Rebound Briscoe.
It's amazing. You know, Steven Jackson's in the locker room, and he's probably saying, everything I did, standing up for my team, not leaving, being there, and look at how it's translated into how they want to play, as James White said, for their coach.
17-4. 17-4 run right now by Trilogy.
And really, Earl Clark hasn't been a part of the offense.
Briscoe off again. He's really struggling today. Core, no. Reggie Evans, weak side.
So I think you know, if you're a threes company, you gotta get Beasley in the game.
Here we go. Earl Clark up top. We got some hecklers over here to my left. Earl Clark looking to get downhill in the post. Little shimmy shake. And that's gonna be a foul on Lane.
Hey, that says a lot when you throw Reggie Evans down.
No question. I've ran into him quite a few times. Take a look at the score. Trilogy. Now, the 10 is misleading because there were 2 technical fouls at halftime. They made both of them, so it's 4. So it's really like 17-6 since the second half.
You know, I mean, I like this lineup with the 2 bigs because you have to. Michael Cooper has to match up with Lane, who's just playing lights out right now. But at some point,
you got to get Bees.
You got to get Bees back in the game.
Here's Core. He's got Clark. I don't think he understands that that's Defensive Player of the Year. It doesn't matter. He hits the step back. Tough shot.
That's a very tough shot.
Now, these 2 guys are going at it too.
Because look at him. He doesn't have help behind him. But he just uses his footwork. But that shot was so quick, you know, he rose up.
Clark rises up, and he sticks shot over Reggie Evans.
Look at him. I love when they do that and they talk to each other.
Oh, they start jawing, yeah.
I love it.
Core misses. There's Clark with it between the legs. That's looks like it's going to be Trilogy ball. I didn't see a call.
I haven't seen anybody make a call.
So yeah, shot clock's at 9, so I'm going to say Trilogy ball. And keep going to Clark.
Yeah, this is a tough matchup right here.
Yeah, it's going to be blue ball. Core is really playing well. As comes in, made that shot, playing a good defense.
And to Earl Clark, his professionalism tapped him on the chest like, young man, nice defense. That's what veterans do.
There's Core again against Earl Clark. Pulls back, crossover again. Still got time, got 4 on the clock. Goes right, step back. Oh, that is tough money right there. I got to admit, you've never seen anybody get 2 buckets on Earl Clark like that?
Not like that.
Not like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why Earl was stepping off the court for a minute.
Yeah, wanted just to dry his hands with a towel. All right, here's Smith. Smith pulls up, knocks it down.
These guys come right off the bench, right, and do work. This is a pretty big lineup right now for Trilogy.
Oh, Core blocked. You know what? Let's throw it to Steven Jackson in the back right now.
I'm sure Isaiah Bristol is sitting on the bench going, hey, they got 40. When am I going back in this game?
All right, Reggie Evans inside. It's going to be a bucket for Williams. I guess the news is Stephen Jackson's good spirits in the back, watching his team, enjoying and rooting the guys on.
He's always in good spirits. He says what he has to say. He's always in good spirits. He's a great leader of men.
For sure. There's Roscoe Smith on the drive. They got him on a foul. Down 4.
Well, the fouls are pretty low for both teams, but Smith, look at him right here. He goes right at the chest, and Reggie just reaches in. Either you got to show your full body to the driver, but you can't ole, right?
Yeah, and part of that is, I guess you have to know that Sean Williams has a good chance of coming back and blocking that shot. Big free throw for Smith. Whoa. Your ball free throw. Can you just go right up with it? I don't know that rule.
That's actually a good question. Usually it goes out of bounds, right?
Yeah,
but
can
if
you
it's
just grab
airball,
it and lay it up?
I'm gonna have to.
Man, these guys are battling right here. They've been battling and John back and forth for a while.
Two veterans right there going at it because they care so much, Reggie and Earl.
Technical foul. I don't know who they call the tech on, but all right, they gave Reggie Evans a tee. This is big because it should be a free throw for 2 and the ball, but
yeah, I'm not understanding what's going on.
It must have been a double technical.
T.
Yeah, must have been a double tech.
Yeah.
Reggie Evans pops out, gets it. Here's Core, who's played great in the second half. There's a hesitation, gets downhill, rises up, no. Earl Clark gets it back. Earl's gonna go back at Core. Getting into his bag here. Good hands by Core. Core goes up strong, and he got fouled. He is playing. He is playing.
Oh, yeah. I mean, for Beasley and Chalmers to be on the bench as we're going to bring the fire right here, which is smart. You got to use it or you lose it.
All right, it's going to be Nasir Core versus Defensive Player of the Year.
Now, you know, this is good. I thought what James White did right there was so smart. You have to do that.
Right. 10 seconds to get a shot off. Here's Core. He's jabbing. Puts it down. Oh, that's good space. Ooh, in and out.
When the game's on the line, I don't care. That's not the shot that you take, in my opinion, even though you could make it. You're going to make it or you're going to miss it. If you drive the ball to the basket, you can pump fake, you can get fouled, you can make it, you can miss it. You have one more option in your toolbox.
All right, 42-38. Good second half by Trilogy, trying to get back there. 0-2, really looking for their first win. There's the kick. Lane, got 6 on the clock. Oh, that slipped right out of his hands. Core gets it back and goes up and lays it up. That's a big miss.
Huge.
Yeah, Core is really playing well in this second half. He's made a huge impact. There's Clark going downhill, lays it up. Nice play.
There you go. Drive hard to the basket, create the contact, let the play happen as it will.
Referee's going to get a new ball here. 40-44. All right, here's Core up top. Good explosion, goes up, gets blocked. Good hustle for the ball. Roscoe Smith gets it. Over to the lane in the post. He has a mismatch. Oh, good pass. Smith lays it up. Chip it away.
See, I would call timeout. I'd put Beasley and Chalmers back in the game, so you have 2 scorers. Right now, you only have 1 scorer in core.
I think they're saying 1 more possession. 1 more before they do that.
I mean, it's a 1-possession game.
Oh, he pulls back, core, sticks it.
It's a heck of a play right there.
And he is a strong ball handler. Take a look. There's the contact, there's the space.
Oh, look at his footwork, just beautiful.
Roscoe Smith pulls it back, nowhere to go. 5 on the clock, Earl Clark. Pulls up, that's for 2, blocked. Oh, he missed it, but he got it back. Earl Clark saying he wanted the foul. 48-42, it's his game point.
So you don't want to foul. You just don't want to foul. You want to contest a shot.
There's Clark, sticks it.
You can live with that. It's Earl Clark. That's what he's going to do.
They're rolling with core here. They're looking for a matchup they like. It's Earl Clark versus core. Core for game. No good. Good hustle, Smith. Over to Clark. Looking for space. Clark right over the top. No foul. Caddy to the lane inside. No good. Rebound Evans. Goes to core. He's got space.
Sean has to either carve out space or move out.
Oh man, a lot of stuff going on. Game time, Reggie Evans. Big Three's best rebounder comes up with the offensive board and sticks it.
This is a heck of a battle for both teams. Trilogy comes back in the second half. Reggie Evans does what he does better than anybody in this league, is rebound. And a huge win for Michael Cooper and 3's company.
You're right about that. Reggie Evans always pounding the glass. 2 guys go one way. Reggie Evans lays it up. 2-1 for 3's company. They finished out a game. Let's send it over to Rachel.
You stepped up so big in the second half. Big shot after big shot, defensive stops. What was going through your mind?
To play hard, get a win. We trying to get a win every week so that at the end of the season we be in the playoff picture. So that's what I came to do. Missing shots, making shots. My effort don't change, so I'm just trying to win.
Talk about the physicality, the smack talk that was on the court during this game. It was a brawl.
Yeah, and they thought Isaiah Bristol was gonna get the better of this. Never in my life, you hear me? Never in my life.
Great win. You guys heard it. Never in his life.
Wow. You know what? Isaiah Briscoe came into this league calling out the top dogs. Now they're moving on. Let's hear Cole making a name for himself. Take a look at the standings after 3 bivouacs, enemies. Sitting really pretty heading into week 4, but triplets, Ghost Ballers, Tri-State, 3's company, all at 2-1. All right, for everybody on X, the chat, we thank you. We had a great day here in Baltimore. Big 3, week 3 in the books. We'll see you next week in Newark.